A difference in truth would be the government or anybody using statistics to claim something is true, and everybody knows that their way of using statistic is not doesn't make anything true. Say they're using a crime statistic that says this city's crime rate is way, is a certain point. But let's see, how would they do that? They would say, they need to raise taxes to get more police on the street. And they'll say that the crime rate, the violent crime rate, or the crime rate, they'll try to say that it's risen. Maybe they're trying to say that violent crime, the crime rate is up, but it could be, and they want to stop the crime, but it could be, maybe it's shoplifting is up, but they're trying to convince you that it's like violent crimes are up, but they're not gonna tell you that it's just shoplifting. They're just gonna say the crime rate is up, and then they'll go to another story, or they'll somehow get you to understand or get you to believe, unless you look at statistics and you say, well, wait, the crime rate ain't up here. It's what's up here. What's up here is shoplifting. So I know I've seen them use statistics quite a few times, but they twist it around. It's like unemployment, employment and unemployment. Now they'll say they have so many jobs, but it could be temporary jobs, it could be part-time jobs, and you're saying, well, that's still jobs. Yeah, but it's they're not saying, a job is something that, well, unless you're a contractor or something, you do it all. But most people think of a job as a full-time. They never say full-time. They just say the job rate is up, the employment rate is up. But they're not saying that a bunch of people, maybe there was a bunch, it's summer, and there was a bunch of temporary jobs listed for maybe setting up, they just had people come in for a couple days and set up, fast seating or something like that. And so all around the country, they can say, well, yeah, the job rate is up, and it's just for a certain time, the job rate was up. And if they're trying to say their opponent is the job rate is down, then they'll use they won't use those temporary jobs. Or they'll use the temporary jobs after the fact, or they'll use maybe dated anyway. But I'm gonna have to reference something next time I see somebody trying to use statistics, because they're usually always manipulating the statistics to get you to believe something, and it's not necessarily true.